Now, limited edition 1 rupee notes were released today bearing the signature of Shaktikanta, Secretary in the Ministry of Finance. Now, 1 rupee notes were phased out in the late 80s, if you remember, but they reappeared 3 years back due to the efforts of a former secretary in the Finance Ministry. Latha Venkatesh is right here with the story behind the new 1 rupee note. Latha.
Well, 1 rupee notes were phased out actually in the late 80s, as you said, and the logic of phasing out small denomination notes as the value falls and converting them into coins is that small denomination notes circulate very quickly, and because they soil, they come back to the Reserve Bank. The cost of, transporting large amount of these notes, so, reaching it to various parts of the country and again collecting them back. Practically in a month, they get soiled because they've circulated so much, and pull them back and destroy them becomes very expensive. Therefore, as the notes start falling in value, they become coins. However, a few years back, actually during the UPA regime, some of the bureaucrats wanted the 1 rupee resurrected. Why? Because all bigger denomination currencies are signed by the RBI governor, except the 1 rupee note, which historically, for historical reasons, were signed by the secretary in the finance department. Now, they wanted to immortalize their name and they set in motion this process. But by the time the giant wheels of the Indian bureaucracy moved, that secretary who worked so hard was out of the finance ministry, and subsequent secretaries got to immortalize their name. It's a limited edition, just about 5 million notes are printed, so most of us don't get to see the new 1 rupee note, but that's the story behind the 1 rupee note.
Besides the economic and other reasons, Latha, also it has a huge significance because the token money that is given, it's always in 101, 1001, 2001. So probably on that significant note also.
But when did you last get a 1 rupee note when your father gave you 101? It's usually a coin.
And we used to save those notes as well, not to use the coins because that is not as usable in those envelopes as well. But I just wanted to bring that up.